Hi, I'm Chris Reddick with Chris Reddick Financial Planning. I'm here to help you make the most of your opportunities with your TSP. The TSP, or the Thrift Savings Plan, is the federal government's 401k type plan that is typically found in the private sector. One of the most significant decisions for TSP owners is whether to leave the money in the plan or transfer it to an IRA or individual retirement account after they separate from service. What are some of the pros of a TSP rollovers into an IRA? One is complete control of investments. You have greater control of investments with an IRA. With the TSP, are restricted to 5 funds and a combination of these funds. For some, this can be problematic if you're a novice at investing, and you could end up making your retirement worse off with all this greater choice. For more investment options, the TSP has limited low-cost investment options. You cannot trade individual stocks in the TSP or other mutual funds. In addition, the TSP currently doesn't have REITs or real estate, mutual funds, or investing in commercial properties, or commonly found in other types of portfolios, alternatives such as gold and perhaps even cryptocurrencies. So these are limited to a TSP. The portability of IRAs, they have greater portability. You can do a rollover from one custodian to another, typically using your existing investments. With the TSP, the funds are only offered in the plan. There's no other custodian has them. So if you do a rollover, all the funds would have to be sold and reinvested in the IRA. Another reason you might want to roll over is professional money management. One of the advantages of transferring a TSP to an IRA is that you can hire a professional money manager to manage the investments in the account, so you don't have to do it yourself. But keep in mind that this comes with a fee. Sometimes it can be upwards of 1% of the assets that the manager manages. So what are some of the cons of TSP rollovers? So typically higher expense ratios. The TSP has the lowest expense ratios in index funds, around 0.04. Most index funds have expense ratios well above that. As a result, you get very low expenses, which will positively impact your long-term growth and investments. Another is the ability to transfer old 401k and IRAs into the TSP. You can transfer your old 401k or IRA in the TSP. This will enable you to consolidate your accounts and get a better investment management. But note, you cannot transfer a Roth IRA into a TSP. So there's no administrative fees for leaving funds in after you leave government in the TSP. There's no fee if you leave the money in there. Some accounts charge fees. However, some comments from TSP users are complaints of slow withdrawals and the paperwork involved. So IRAs have less protection from creditors. The protection from creditors is important to consider, with the TSP providing more protection than an IRA. Also, with all 401k plans, these give more protections, which should be seriously considered. So if you continue to work for a federal government, you do not have to take RMD until age 72. Suppose you continue to work for the federal government, you would have to take the RMD if it's in the TSP while you're working. RMD is required minimum distribution that you need to take at age 72. So there's Roth versions of the TSP. You would not have to take RMD at 72 because it's after-tax money. So as mentioned, whether to roll over your TSP into IRA is a difficult choice. You should consult with a financial planner to make the right decision for your individual circumstances. If you would like to discuss TSP rollovers further, please click on the link below. We can schedule a 30-minute consultation. Have a great day.